Welcome to Staff Maze Academy's weekly tips and tricks. Today we will explore the importance of promptly updating your phone software and the valuable lessons we can learn from the infamous Pegasus spyware. So let's dive in. Why should you run software updates as soon as they become available? Our phones are vulnerable to attacks by hackers and malicious actors. They search for weaknesses in the operating system and apps to gain unauthorized access to our devices. Luckily, software updates contain security patches that address these vulnerabilities. By promptly installing updates, we ensure our phones have the latest security measures in place, making it harder for hackers to exploit weaknesses. If you run updates late, malware and spyware like Pegasus can be installed on your phones without your knowledge, leading to unauthorized surveillance, data theft, and privacy breaches. However, software updates include bug fixes and enhancements that protect against malware threats. By keeping your phones updated, our phones updated, we strengthen their defense against such attacks. Ongoing improvements. Updates not only address security concerns, but they also introduce new features, improve performance, and, as mentioned before, bug fixes. They enhance the overall functionality and user experience of your phones. By regularly updating your devices, we ensure we can take advantage of these improvements, enjoy optimal performance, compatibility, avoid compatibility issues, and get to access new features. Now, a lot of people pause and think it can't happen to them. I'm not important enough. Why would somebody hack my phone? Well, according to reports by the Associated Press and confirmed by other sources, very recently, high profile attorneys in Mexico were targeted by the Pegasus software. Even certain human rights individuals protesting for independence in certain parts of Spain, over 1,400 users were also hacked by the same Pegasus spyware. This should serve us as a reminder that anyone can become a target of the sophisticated spyware. Thus, it's essential to update your phones promptly to protect your device, data, and privacy from security threats like Pegasus. Apart from updating software, we should also adapt other security practices as well. You should always use strong passwords. You should definitely enable two-factor authentication on all of your devices. Always, always, always be cautious while downloading apps and clicking on suspicious links. By combining all these practices, regular updates, we create a strong defense against spywares and other malware. Now, a Pegasus malware is granted it's used more by government facilities and everyone from the president of France, Macron, and other high-profile political features, uh, or exploited. They didn't know about it for a while with the software. Um, but regular people have also become victims, right? So Amnesty International mobile verification toolkit was launched for IT professionals to check, politicians' phones or just your basic regular end user's phone to see if your phone was, if your device, phone or iPad, tablet, um, was exploited in this attack. The tool, the MVT verification toolkit, it's an open source tool designed to help detect for presence of spyware, the Pegasus spyware. However, please remember MVT requires knowledge of the, digital forensics or a cybersecurity expert. So if you visit the site, which was in the link in the previous slide, we can go back here. I would not try it at home if you don't have any experience with Linux. Uh, definitely consult an IT consultant. There are other measures you can take to guard against Pegasus and similar spyware. I will leave a couple of steps down here, a couple of measures you can take to protect against spyware like Pegasus. You can pause the screen and jot these down. Thank you for joining us today at Staff Maze Academy's weekly tips and tricks. By prioritizing software updates and staying vigilant and implementing additional security measures, we can safeguard our devices from threats like Pegasus and enhance our overall digital security.